But first, a man with a gun, two naked burglars, and an alligator. They're not the stars of a new reality show, but they are all the ingredients of our top story.
Here's how this all went down. A man caught two guys trying to break into his car, so he held them at gunpoint and then told them to strip down. But then when police responded, they found a scaly surprise.
CBS 5's Lindsay Reiser has this bizarre story, Lindsay.
Well, Steen and Catherine, what would you guys do if you spotted someone trying to break into your car? Would you call police? Would you take matters into your own hands? Well, that's what one Tempe man did in his very own unique way.
This is a very, very unusual set of circumstances that the officers had to deal with.
You can say that again. Police say early Monday morning in this apartment complex in Tempe, 29-year-old Anthony Burton sees two guys breaking into his car. 18-year-old Anthony Gammon and 20-year-old Alberto Rosciano. Burton pulls a gun on the guys and takes the law into his own hands.
The victim then walks the suspect over to his apartment and makes them strip down naked in order to ensure that they did not have any other stolen items on them.
Burton then let the perps go. Police say Gammon and Rosciano speed out of there, but witnesses tip off police and they're stopped here, just a few blocks away.
Surprising to those officers out on the scene, they ended up pulling out our suspects and they were both naked still.
They were arrested, but when police went back to the apartment complex to talk to Burton, they got another surprise.
The victim had a substantial quantity of marijuana inside the apartment.
They also found this guy, a 1.5-year-old alligator Burton told cops he bought from a Florida company on the internet.
One reason you don't want this little guy as a pet, because in 20 years it becomes this guy, 14 feet long, weighing more than 1,000 pounds.
Before you know it, it gets unmanageable, and what do? They go into our local lakes and rivers and they let it go.
Daniel Marchand from the Phoenix Herpetological Society says this gator, nicknamed Shaker, will live out the rest of its life in captivity. While they hold on to it, the Tempe officers will hold on to the memory of what turned out to be a very wild day at the office.
This is something that most likely those officers are going to remember for the rest of their career.
Burton, the original victim, is now facing drug charges as well as 1 count of possession of live wildlife. The other guys, they're facing burglary, weapons, and drug charges. We're live, Lindsay Reiser, CBS 5 News.
Wild story.